The truth of the matter is most women are not feminine. Every day I go out into the world and I see so many beautiful women from all different races, all different backgrounds, and all with their own individual looks. And I'm sure that so many of them are good people as well. But if it's one thing that I know for sure, it's most of them lack feminine energy. You see, being feminine is about so much more than being pretty. Yes, we love being pretty and a woman should be pretty, but that's only one part of being feminine. You see, real feminine energy is something that every woman has to tap into. Every woman is born with this energy, but not every woman taps into it. And it makes sense because society does not advocate for it. Society is very masculine. It is a man's world after all. But that does not mean that a woman should not take her rightful place in it. And when a woman taps into her feminine energy, she does just that. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 micro habits to increase feminine energy so that you can become the most attractive woman you can be this year. And if you're new here, hi girl, my name is Marsella Christina, and on this channel, I teach women how to become their highest selves. So if that's something that you're interested in, be sure to subscribe. Now, ladies, I just want to reiterate that it is very important to take care of your appearance. Upgrade your makeup routine, try a new hairstyle, elevate your wardrobe. All of that is super important, but none of that is going to work for you until you get yourself together on the inside. We really have to dive deeper this year if we want to become the most feminine and most attractive women that we can be. So if you're ready to learn how to do so, be sure to stick around until the end of the video for my favorite tip. Let's get started. The first micro habit to increase your feminine energy is to listen to peaceful music. If there's one thing that I know as an artist, it's that music is very powerful. It has the power to shape our moods, our days, and ultimately our lives. So we should be very intentional about the music that we listen to. I love hip hop. I think it's such an innovative style of music. It's a place where an artist can be honest and just express their raw truth. And I think that's beautiful. I will always appreciate that. But these days, I'm leaning more towards R&B. I mean, I've always loved R&B as well. And the more I listen to it, the more I realize that I connect with it so much better. A lot of R&B songs are about love and romance. Some are heartbreak songs as well, but ultimately R&B songs just feel soft. And if we're looking to become softer, more feminine women, then it would make sense for us to listen to softer music. I also have been leaning into new genres. I've never really been into jazz, but lately jazz has been doing it for me. And believe it or not, even classical music. There's something so beautiful about classical music. Like literally, it's so relaxing and it just puts you in such a calm mood. I always feel very feminine when I'm listening to classical music. I don't know, it just feels like I'm in an episode of Bridgerton or something. And it's like I'm waiting for a prince to ask me to dance. Like that's literally how I feel. Like a princess or a queen. Meditation is something that I'm very passionate about, and I meditate daily. One of the most powerful ways to grow in your meditation journey is by chanting. Now, I am no expert when it comes to all of the different intricacies of chanting. There are different sacred sounds that you can chant. Om is one of them. And along with these sacred sounds, there are different frequencies that you can chant too. These frequencies are known as holy tones, and there are 6 of them, while some do say that there are 9. The frequency that I chant Om to is the 417 hertz, and that frequency is associated with removing negative energy and mental blocks. Essentially, each frequency is associated with a healing property. Now, to tie all of that in with listening to peaceful music and becoming a more feminine woman, these frequencies are often used to make the most beautiful music. Whether I'm meditating or not, I will literally put on one of these frequencies and just go on about my day, because I know that there are healing properties within that music. There are healing properties within that frequency. So not only is this music soothing, it's actually helping me. Remember, I said earlier, music is very powerful, and there is energy in music. Energy, meaning the frequency of music. It is quite possible that you're not being a feminine woman because you're not in the right frequency. Yes, girl, it is that deep. So listening to these 6 holy tones, these solfeggio frequencies, is going to get you together. And it's going to heal you so that you can get rid of all of the stuff that is blocking your divine feminine. And while peaceful music is good, there is nothing better than sitting in silence. Oh my goodness, I love silence. So much so that my family and friends think that I'm weird. But it's just something about sitting in silence that just does it for me. I think silence is very powerful, especially if you're doing inner work. A feminine woman is a woman that is at peace with herself. She's at peace with her surroundings. A feminine woman is not a busybody. She's okay with sitting in silence. She's okay with her own company. And in this silence, she's able to supercharge her femininity because she has no distractions. So she's able to put all of that attention and energy into herself. And it makes her a more grounded woman, which is very feminine. The next micro habit to increase feminine energy is to dance in the mirror. Dancing in general is something that every woman should do. I think that dance is a beautiful expression, and women should know how to express themselves in that way. I think that dancing in the mirror takes things up a notch for a woman. Women don't know their bodies as well as they should. And truthfully, I think most women are disconnected from their bodies. A man can be somewhat disconnected from his body. They're all logic anyway, which is more in their head. But a woman, A woman has to be connected to her body. Remember, we're nurturers naturally, so knowing our bodies is vitally important because it is the technology that brings life into the world. You have to see how important it is for you to know everything about it, how it works, how it moves, how it looks. And in order to do that, you have to really connect with your body. You have to be in your body. A feminine woman is in her body. She's not anywhere else. And that's why I believe dancing is so important for a woman, especially in the mirror, because it gives her the opportunity to truly connect with herself. It gives her that opportunity to make eye contact with herself, to see herself, and to see how her body moves. You would be surprised that you might not look how you thought you would. And that's what this gets rid of. It gets rid of the surprise, and it brings you into a place of knowing. And when it comes to dancing, the slower the better. We want slow and sensual here. We are not in a rush. We really want to take the time to get to know ourselves. And it is all good because earlier I provided the music that you're going to dance to. So we're talking classical, we're talking jazz, we're talking R&B, we're talking reggae, we're talking smooth. The feminine woman is smooth. So I encourage you to have fun with this. And if it feels awkward, then dance until it doesn't feel awkward because you need to celebrate you. If you can't celebrate you, how's anyone else going to celebrate you? And that's what the feminine woman understands. So dance, girl. Have a party. The next micro habit to increase feminine energy is to smile often. Now, in my previous video, I did a deep dive on the power of smiling and why every woman needs to smile more. It can open up so many doors for you professionally, romantically, and even in your family life. So I do encourage you to check out that video after this one. But the beautiful thing about smiling is that it also increases your feminine energy. Think of a woman that you find very feminine. Did you notice something about her? She smiles a lot, doesn't she? And this is so true that I don't even need to know the woman that you're thinking about. It's just a universal truth. Feminine women are all smiles because why wouldn't they be? It feels good to be a feminine woman. It feels good to be a woman. And so naturally, a feminine woman expresses this with a smile. There is no doubt that life comes with its set of challenges, and we all will need to learn and grow to become the person that can overcome them. But my goodness, there is much to be happy about. I mean, the sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and there is beauty in the world. You yourself are beautiful. The feminine woman can see this. She understands this. And because she's never lost sight of that, she has a light heart. She appreciates life and the opportunity to live it because she understands that she's been given a gift. Have a good sense of humor. I think we all have had an experience in life where when we were in the moment, it felt like it was the end of the world. And now looking back at it, we're like, huh? What was I so nervous about? What was I so worried about? Why was I so stressed? And when you think about it now, you kind of laugh at it because you realize that it wasn't the end of the world. You did move on. You did get better. You did heal. You did grow. To be a feminine woman, have this attitude towards life. It brings back the light in your eyes. And people can see that. We're all doing life for the first time. And so the feminine woman doesn't put any unnecessary pressure on herself. She does hold herself accountable, but she's not out here all serious. No, she just keeps showing up, she keeps trying, and she keeps getting better. And if and when she does make a mistake, she laughs about it because she understands that she is human, she is a woman, and she does not have it all figured out. But she doesn't have to because that's not what life is about. It's about being a better woman today than you were yesterday. One thing that I've been practicing in my life is becoming more warm. Have you ever met a warm person? Like, have you ever had a conversation with a person and you didn't even know them, but it was something about them that you just felt so comfortable with? It felt like they were hugging you, even if they probably never touched you. It was just their energy. They just felt very loving and nurturing. Those people are my favorite people, especially when they're women, because I think of it as a superpower. It's like, how are you able to just lift someone's mood like that? How are you able to just make someone feel your love, even if you don't even know them? So I've been working on that and I've been seeing a lot of success with it. There was a quote that I read and I can't remember who said it, but it goes like this. People never remember what you said. They always remember how you made them feel. And I think that that's so powerful. When we meet feminine women, we know that we've met a feminine woman. We can feel her presence. We can feel her nurturing energy. We can feel her warmth. And it's because she's intentional about being a warm person and making others feel that warmth. So I encourage you to do the same because people will remember you for it. The next micro habit to increase feminine energy is to move slower. Now, ladies, this is one that I'm also still working on. I am a New York City girly, and everything here is fast. I'm talking lightning speed. We do everything fast here. We walk fast, talk fast, eat fast. Even if someone's going to insult you, they make it quick. Because in this city, it never sleeps and no one ever has the time. But as I become more and more feminine, I now know that I have to make the time, and this city is just gonna have to wait. Instead of walking down the street like a mad woman, I take slow steps now because really, there is no need to rush. I'm typically very good with time. I have my moments, but I'm usually on time or early for everything that I do. So there's literally no need for me to be running down the street. And I know that's the case for a lot of you women as well. It is okay to walk at a slower pace. It is okay for people to go around you if they have somewhere that they want to be and they want to sprint there. Because by walking slower, you give yourself more of an opportunity to be present. Remember, we want to be in our bodies and we want to be grounded. A feminine woman does not need to hustle. No, she moves with intention. I know I have somewhere to be at this time, so I'm going to allocate enough time for me to get there comfortably. A feminine woman would never put herself in a position where she needs to be uncomfortable in order to get somewhere. A feminine woman also moves with grace. Because remember, ladies, it's not just what you do, it's how you do it. Yes, walk slower, but also walk with your head held high, your shoulders back, looking ahead of you. Because we're also communicating that we're confident women. We're also communicating that we're happy to be in our skin. We're also communicating that we're happy to be who we are. And so there's a grace that just comes with that. Be more graceful and intentional about how you do everyday things. How do you walk into a room? How do you leave a room? How do you greet someone? How do you not greet someone? If we're walking into a room, we're going to greet the room warmly with open body language. If we're greeting someone, we're going to greet them with a wave or a smile or a hug. Being intentional about how you show up in the world is going to make you so much more graceful. How do you answer a phone call? What do you say? How do you sit down when you're wearing a dress? How do you stand up? All of these things, all of these little tiny details, they add up. And the sum of all of that is your femininity. A feminine woman moves with confidence. One thing that I've stopped doing is checking my phone for no reason. I noticed that I had a habit of checking my phone whenever I felt uncomfortable. Like if I was waiting in line for something and I was just waiting for so long or I felt someone staring at me, I would automatically just reach for my phone. And it wasn't until recently where I said to myself, Marsella, you literally do not need your phone. Why are you doing that? Why do you feel uncomfortable? That was the real question. And so I realized that that was my work. I needed to be comfortable standing somewhere waiting for something without having a need to look at my phone. It is okay to stand and wait and not be distracted. That is not a weird thing. And what that did was that it gave me confidence. It gave me confidence to just show up and be myself. There's nothing that I need to hide from. There's nothing that I need to distract myself from. It's okay for me to be in my body and to be doing whatever it is that I'm doing at that moment. I know it sounds simple, but I'm telling you, it has literally shifted my perspective. This is my life. I'm going to live my life. I'm not going to worry about what other people are thinking of me while I'm living my life. No, I'm going to do what feels right and feels natural to me. And so these little wins over time add up. And then you'll notice that you're becoming more and more of yourself, which is going to make it so much easier for you to tap into your femininity, which is your natural expression as a woman. The next micro habit to increase feminine energy is to love life. Between you and me, girl, there are so many people that do not love their lives. And that is unfortunate because they're really missing out. You need to be a contrarian. You need to love your life and you need to romanticize it. Your life can be filled with as much love as you want it to be filled with. So why are you not filling it up? Why are you missing opportunities to show up for yourself and give yourself the best life possible? Why are you making it everyone else's fault and problem instead of your opportunity? What if you bought your own flowers? What if you complimented yourself? What if you really got dressed for you? Then how much love would you feel? A whole lot. And that's why you need to be a romantic. A feminine woman is romantic, and yes to others, but first to herself. She takes every opportunity to show herself love because she knows that she's deserving of it. Why wouldn't she be? This is her life and she's the star, so she treats herself as such. You need to be in awe about life. On this planet, we literally have the most beautiful sunsets, the most interesting animals and species that you could ever think of, the most beautiful landscapes, and get this, most of the planet is covered by water. Like, things like that should blow your mind. I know it blows my mind because it's fascinating. Like, we're literally living life and we need to take every opportunity to be in awe of it because that's what the feminine woman does. She's always just giddy and bubbly and excited about each and every adventure because her life is an adventure. Every day uncovers something new for her. And this is the energy that you need to embody. If you take nothing else from this video, hear this. Always, always be grateful because there's always something to be grateful for. A feminine woman is a woman that has gratitude. She's grateful to have the life that she has and to have been born a woman. I am so grateful to be a woman. Love men, but I would not want to trade places. And that's how it should be. You should be that excited and grateful to have been born who you were born. Always find something to be grateful for in your life because this gratitude is good for your heart. And it really is the highest form of expression for a feminine woman. So just keep that in mind and you'll be okay. Your femininity will never be found in a makeup bottle. It will never be found in the latest trends or in the newest handbag. Your femininity will only ever be found in you. So take the time to tap into that and really step into your power and be the most amazing woman that you can be. Now I want to hear from you. How do you plan to increase your feminine energy this year? Drop it in the comments below. And if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you. Be sure to subscribe. We'd love to have you become a part of the family. We've made it to 1K. Now let's get to 10. Earlier, I mentioned how smiling can supercharge your life. But if you're not aware of its benefits, then you can miss out on this opportunity. So watch this video to learn all of the wonderful things that smiling will do for your life. Okay, my loves. Until next time, take good care of yourselves. Bye.